Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. Now, let me take you back to a story on former Devolution CS and a musician. And the former Devolution CS, Ebru, now wants rapper Kennedy Ombima Tariq, alias King Kaka, to pull down his Wajinga Nyinyi song in which he mentions her name, stating that it is highly defamatory. King Kaka now has 48 hours to apologize and pull down the song or face a defamation suit.
Sisi ni vipofu na viziwi na tunajua translator wetu alisha dead.
The spoken word piece, which continues to form massive conversations on and offline, could now land the man behind it on the other side of the law of, among other things, this line.
Swali, ati Waiguru wako kwa office na story ya NYS tulishasahau. Bairo moja alibuy 8,000. Bairo tunanunuanga mbao. Either sisi ndio wajinga ama kona marking scheme ya kao. Time will tell.
In which he seemingly called out the former Devolution Cabinet Secretary. The governor hitting back, saying the remarks about her in the song are highly defamatory and depict her as an extremely corrupt and having engaged in the theft of public funds at the National Youth Service, claims which she notes are false. Through her lawyers, the county boss says the lyrics suggest she is not fit to be the Kirinyaga County leader and that she was elected as a result of taking advantage of the people's gullibility. She further says the notions lower her regard and esteem as held by the public. The song, whose title translates to "You Fools," went viral upon its release on Saturday, earning the musician praise and criticism in equal measure.
Security, amwezi nikubali hata odi. Remember me, my mama anaitwa Njiko na my father is a noble.
In the song, King Kaka satirizes political leaders for false promises, plunder of public resources, and failure to deliver on their promises to the public.
Na mjongeze pesa ya taxpayer tena. Laptop ni multi-billion project na walimu washagoa wana lights. Wana charge kwa generator shopping.
Among those who supported the song were the 2013 presidential aspirant Abdu Badida, the Kenya Film and Classification Board CEO Ezekiel Mutua, and constitutional lawyer Abed Nasir Abdullahi, who even offered the musician his legal services in case of a suit. It will be interesting to see how it pans out, as the lawyer has been representing Governor Waiguru at the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission in the NYS matter.
It'll be interesting to see how that turns out. Now, the Director of Public Prosecutions, Nurdin Haji, is once again on the spot after members of Parliament from Isiolo County called for investigations over the disappearance of suspected poachers some years back.
Senator Fatuma Dulo, County Woman Representatives Rehema Jaldesa and Isiolo North MP Abdi Korupo lamented that families whose loved ones disappeared under unclear circumstances some years back were yet to get justice despite the cases being reported to the police. According to the law, any suspected poacher should be arrested and prosecuted as provided for under the law. In her statement, the Isiolo County representative said that they're not supporting poaching but want the law to be followed. She said, adding that at least 12 cases of such disappearances had been reported. Senator Dulo cited a March 21, 2015 incident in which a young man was shot dead and 10 others left nursing gunshot wounds, now wanting KWS intelligence arm to be investigated.
Well, time now for the latest in the world of business. Now, Jambojet Chief Executive Officer Alan Kilavuka has been named as the acting CEO at Kenya Airways. Alan is expected to take over from Sebastian Mikos, who will exit at the end of this month.
According to the airline, Alan has agreed to be on an acting capacity for the national carrier. For the last 5 years, KQ has been reported to be making losses. Alan has over 22 years of working experience working in the sector. He started his career at Deloitte and the General Electric Company, where he held various senior leadership positions in their sub-Saharan African businesses before joining Jambojet. He has operated throughout Africa and has vast experience in doing businesses in Africa. Kenya Airways reported a first-half pre-tax loss of 8.56 billion Kenyan shillings, more than double a year earlier. Kenya Airways was privatized more than 20 years ago, but sunk into debt and losses in 2014 after a failed expansion drive, among other factors. Lawmakers voted in July to renationalize the loss-making airline, hoping to emulate the success of the state-owned Ethiopian airline, Sub-Saharan Africa's biggest airline. The airline is 48.9% state-owned, 7.8% held by Air France KLM, and 38% owned by local lenders. The Polish Sebastian Mikosz announced his exit in May, 3 months after MPs stopped a proposed takeover of the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport by Kenya Airways. The former president and CEO of LOT Polish Airline was hired on May 4, 2017. Mikosz announced that his exit will be on December 31, 2019, 5 months earlier than the end of his 3-year contract. Sebastian wanted the government to move quickly to nationalize Kenya Airways KQ as regional competitors seeking to carve out market share pour cash into the national carrier. Abdiaziz Hashim, Ebru TV.
Now moving on, a trade expo dubbed Jamhuri Festival Expo, which covers all kinds of consumer and industrial products, services, machinery and technology, will be held in Mombasa, coastal tourist resort city this week. The 3-day trade expo exhibition organized by Visua Tech International Limited will be held at a Mombasa hotel, I beg your pardon. Now the expo kicks off on Wednesday 18th this week up to Friday 20th and has attracted more than 50 exhibitors, both local and international.
Addressing the media during the tour of the facility where the exhibition will take place, Visua Tech International Limited Chief Executive Officer Issa Ndege said the entry to the exhibition is free. Ndege said they came up with the Exhibition Expo concept as a way of creating a platform where various companies will be able to meet the consumers of their products and also as a way of selling and marketing their products.
In terms of category, we are going to have people in entertainment industry. That's people dealing with events. People in food and industry, we have hotels coming in. People who are also in the real estate, they're going to come here because all Kenya is here. And it's a very good platform because we have not specified any group of people coming here. It's all open for all type of business.
The CEOs say they decided to hold the event in Mombasa as a way of tapping many clients comprising domestic and local tourists who have thronged Mombasa during this year's festive season.
I just want to call upon the business community. This is the right forum. I believe right now it's a festive season, it's December, and the whole country, I can say Kenya is in Mombasa. So as you enjoy yourself in Mombasa, I think this is the right place to be because during this festive and the event we are going to have right now here, it's all inclusive. We have the children, as they play, you can enjoy your food. And in our exhibitions, you can interact because we're going to have people selling, people exhibiting. So it's a right forum where you can come and mingle with people, you can hype your business.
Wild Waters Kenya Marketing Coordinator Martin Knight urged the Mombasa residents and visitors to make sure of the forum to buy various products which will be showcased at the exhibition.
Natoka Wild Waters, natawakaribisha nyote, kuingia itakuwa bure, hamtalipishwa chochote, muingie, kutakuwa na watu wa kuuza kama ni unga, kutakuwa na watu wa kuuza mikufu, kutakuwa na watu wa kuuza viatu, kutakuwa na kila kitu hapa. Kwa hivyo nyote mwakaribishwa, wazee, wamama, watu wazima wote, karibuni nyote Wild Waters.
Beatrice Kamau, a marketing assistant Wild Waters Kenya, urged the business community to make use of the forum to showcase what is in their stock. Ms. Kamau said the Exhibition Expo will create a platform for the business community to interact with their customers and also market their businesses.
I have to invite all sponsors and exhibitors to our venue at Wild Waters Kenya for this expo, as it is a golden opportunity for you to all exhibit your products, exhibit your exhibitions at this place. We also would like to announce that on that day, the entry to the park is free so that we can have all public people at large invited to the place. We are hoping to have a large number of about 2,000 people.
Reporting for Ebru TV, I'm Kaindo Stefano.
Now, the CS Ministry of Industry, Trade and Cooperatives, Peter Munene, has formed a 10-member task force to push reforms in standards and quality institutions in the country. He said that the said institutions are involved in the standards and quality infrastructure ecosystems in the country. The task force, dubbed the National Task Force on Standards and Quality Infrastructure Reform, is expected to review and evaluate the weaknesses and shortcomings of the entire standards and quality infrastructure, institutional architecture and arrangement.
The task force is focused on meeting the country's goals of managing and mitigating risks to quality, health, safety, environment, fair trade practices and consumer protection, among others. It is a task force that shall comprise of a chairperson, 4 government representatives with various expertise, including legal and policy competency, institutional HR competency, customs administration, security services represented by Kenya Law Reform Commission, Directorate of Personnel Management, Kenya Revenue Authority, and the National Police Service, respectively. 2 private sector members to be nominated by the boards of the association and 3 independent members from academia, research, institutional design and system, and non-affiliated professional of good standing. The members will include Wachira Maina, who will be the chairperson, Joan Onyango, Kenya Law Reform Commission, David William Okoth, Directorate of Personnel Management, Henry Bamo, National Police Service, Humphrey Njogu, Kenya Institute for Public Policy, Research and Analysis, Job Wanjohi, Kenya Association of Manufacturers, Patrick Nyangweso from Kenya National Chamber of Commerce, Eva Oduor, Julius Kimathi Amundi, Gumato Yatani, Moses Wafula, and joint secretaries will include Joseph Mutuku Mbeva, who is the head of secretariat, Susan M. Ochieng from Kenya Accreditation Service, Esther Njeri Ngare from Kenya Bureau of Standards, and Rafael Gishora from Weights and Measures. The main aspects to be reviewed include policy, legal and legislative frameworks, institutional roles, objectives, functions and operational scopes, opportunities and risks posed by discretionary powers in the implementation, monitoring and enforcement of standards and related regulations, interagency coordination and cooperation in the standards enforcement and monitoring, institutional capacities to execute their function, among others. Additionally, the task force is also expected to make specific recommendations to the Kenya Bureau of Standards regarding institutional weaknesses, the recruitment, appointment, contracting and monitoring of third-party conformity assessment services and performance. With an office term limit of 3 months from the date of the publication of the Gazette notice, the task force shall be answerable to the Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Industry, Trade and Cooperatives.
Well, that report there by Wanjiru Maina brings us to the end of the business segment. We now head to the world of sports. Let's get sporty now. Mvita youngsters registered their first 2-1 victory during the second edition of the Machel Super Cup football tournament played at the famous Tononoka playing grounds in Mvita constituency. Now, Mombasa, that was in Mombasa County. A total of 24 teams from Mvita constituency divided into 4 pools will take part during this year's holiday festivities.
During the opening match, the Movita Young Stars scored 2 goals through Abubakari Mohammed, who shook the net before the breather time. In the second half, Shimanzi Youth came back forcefully, missing the chances but got a consolation goal through head fighter Lawrence Mark. The annual football tournament is courtesy of Machel Foundation patron Mohammed Sood, and the winners will pocket 100,000 shillings, while the runners-up will take 50,000 shillings.
Wanaoperform, wanaoingia kwa tournament ni wale ambao ni clubs ziko kwenye FKF, zinatoka eneo ya Mvita. Madhumuni ya hii ni kusupport clubs. Na kila clubs tunawasaidia na football kits, mipira ambao zinawasaidia for the future tournament yao ya FKF.
The opening ceremony of the first match was graced by Mombasa member of County Assembly Gashoni, Shimanzi Ward Representative Priscilla Mumba, and her Majengo Kingorani counterpart Ahmed Nyundo. Islam Manli Ziwani. Each team taking part during this year's tournament will be given a kitty with 1 football. Davis Mberia, Ebru Sports.
The second round of a FIFA member association MA instructors course has on today kicked off at the Kenya Institute of Special Education. drawn from different branches across the country. The participants will then be tasked with passing on the knowledge to coaches who will be selected to undertake the basic advanced coaching course next year. This course comes after yet another 5-day exercise that saw 30 CAFC licensed instructors taken through the training last week.
For my fellow instructors, at least whatever watapata hapo wapeleka wapi mashinani kwa wale makoches kule chini, ndio kidogo the youth watajua nini iko in football.
Football doesn't begin at the age of kuna age like we have the unders. I think it is important to me because I deal with the young ones, and that is where football starts. When someone comes out of the age of 15, starting football at the age of 15, 16, that is too late. It's better from the age of under 10s than moving up.
Well, thank you so much for watching Ebru Primetime News. My name is Munene. Our sign language interpreter at the bottom end of your screen is Joyce Warimo. Thank you so much, and that is on behalf of everyone who has made this a success. But don't go away because we do have the weather update and interesting programming just for you. Keep safe.